This lecture is about the aromatic electrophilic substitution and its reactions. Already we have seen the general mechanism, and after that we have seen a few specific reactions which are taking place through aromatic electrophilic substitution. Now, let us try to synthesize a few target molecules from our knowledge on aromatic electrophilic substitution. A few target molecules are chosen and it is included in the syllabus of MSc curriculum. First, let us see how can we synthesize symmetrical tribromobenzene. See, this molecule, namely symmetrical tribromobenzene, has a structure like this. Benzene itself is a symmetrical molecule. Then, if it is a symmetrical tribromobenzene, means the three bromines are substituted symmetrically. So, if the substitution is like this, then it is your symmetrical tribromobenzene. How can we synthesize this molecule? We know that from our knowledge on orientation and reactivity, if you want to synthesize a tri-substituted compound from benzene or any monosubstituted compound, then the compound should be synthesized from an activated benzene or aromatic compound. What is an activated aromatic compound or activated benzene molecule? See, it should have a group which is ortho-para directing, which is highly activating the organic molecule and which orients the substituents to the ortho and para position. So we have substituents with a pair of electrons. They are highly activating the aromatic ring and they are ortho-para directing. If we have such a substituent, then all the ortho and para positions are substituted. So this molecule is not having any substituent. Then you should plan the synthesis, that the synthesis should be started from a compound containing an substituent which is activating, that too a substituent which is having a lone pair of electrons. If you choose such a substituent, then all the ortho and para positions will be substituted, and at the end of the reaction you should remove the substituent. How is it possible? See, this is possible only when you have a amino group as a substituent. We have a reaction. The amino groups can be removed. See, a molecule having an amino group, if it is diazotized with sodium nitrite and cold HCl, under cold condition, you get the diazonium salt. So this is the best method for removing a amino group, deamination reaction. How can you remove? Diazotize. You will convert this one into diazonium salt, and if this is treated with hydriodic acid, deamination takes place, then you are getting your benzene. So you should have this reaction in your mind. By employing this reaction, at the end of the synthesis, we are able to synthesize symmetrical tribromobenzene. So, what I do is, I take aniline. How can you synthesize aniline? Aniline is having a NH2 group Nitrogen is having a lone pair of electrons. How can you synthesize aniline? Aniline can be synthesized from benzene. How? Benzene, if it is nitrated with nitric acid and sulfuric acid, you will get nitrobenzene. If the nitro group is reduced with the tin and HCl, then you will get aniline. Commercially, aniline is available, so we are taking aniline. If you have to synthesize it from benzene, you can do. So that is why the synthesis of the target molecule is given, and the starting material is benzene or any monosubstituted benzene. So starting material is aniline. Here it has a NH2 group with a lone pair of electrons. So it is highly activating and ortho para directing in aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. So what I do is, if the aniline is brominated, we know how the halogenation reaction takes place. Halogenation reaction takes place in presence of a Lewis acid catalyst. Here it is iron tribromide, FeBr3. The Lewis acid catalyst is iron tribromide. So if aniline, if it is brominated with iron tribromide, then the product is this one. Tribromoaniline. See, the 2, 4, 6 positions are substituted with bromine. Now you apply this reaction, that is, carry out the diazotization, NaNO2, cold HCl, first step, first reaction, and the second one is treat it with hydroiodic acid. You will get your tribromobenzene or symmetrical tribromobenzene. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your 1, 3, 5 tribromobenzene or symmetrical tribromobenzene. It is how the compound is synthesized. So the target molecule is symmetrical tribromobenzene. I start the reaction with aniline. Aniline having a amino group with a lone pair of electrons is highly activating. So if it is brominated with the bromine and Lewis acid catalyst, namely iron tribromide, then all the ortho and para positions are substituted. I have tribromoaniline. If this tribromoaniline is treated with sodium nitrite and HCl, that is diazotization reaction, and if it is further treated with the hydroiodic acid deamination, we get 1,3,5 tribromoaniline. So this is the method of synthesizing symmetrical tribromobenzene or 1,3,5 tribromobenzene. You can also synthesize another molecule by employing the known aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions. See, the next target molecule is 1,3,5 trimethyl benzaldehyde. How can you synthesize this 1,3,5 trimethyl benzaldehyde? Take the same reaction. See, starting material is your aniline. So if you start the reaction with the aniline, nitrogen is having a lone pair, it will activate the aromatic compound. If you carry out the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, methyl chloride, Lewis acid catalyst, FeCl3. Then what happens? Amino group is an activating group, so it is directing the methyl group to all the ortho and para positions. So you get trimethyl aniline. This is your aniline. If it is alkylated with Lewis acid catalyst and alkyl halide, The reaction is called as Fuller-Crafts alkylation. You get trimethylaniline. Now you employ this reaction, that is a deamination reaction. How do you deaminate? Sodium nitrite and HCl, diasodium salt conversion followed by treatment with hydroiodic acid will give you symmetrical trimethylaniline or 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene. 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene. Now, how can you convert this 1,3,5 trimethyl benzene? We all know the formylation reaction. We are familiar with many formylation reactions. In the previous lecture, I have discussed how formylation can be done with N-aryl, N-alkyl formamides and phosphorus oxytrichloride, POCl3. The reaction is called as Wilsmeier-Hague reaction. So, how Wilsmeier-Hague reaction can be employed for the formylation of aromatic compounds? It is a aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. And we have these other reaction, namely Reimer-Tiemann reaction. How chloroform and formaldehyde can be used for the formylation. But there is a limitation with the Reimer-Tiemann reaction. You require the presence of a activating group, highly activating group. So Reimer-Tiemann reaction occurs easily when you have a OH group or NH2 group already in the aromatic ring and the ortho positions are substituted. The position ortho to the activating group is substituted in Reimer-Tiemann reaction. We have Gattermann reaction, Gattermann-Goetz reaction, Kolb reaction. So all these reactions are formylation reactions. Out of all formylation reaction, we have the Wilsmeier-Hague reaction, which is the best reaction for the formylation. In Wilsmeier-Hague reaction, what we do? We simply take the compound which has to be formulated. See, the compound is alkyl substituted. This is your trimethyl benzene. Because of alkyl substitution, the compound is activated. It is ortho-directing or para-directing. So we have the molecule is symmetrical. All of them are ortho and para to the substituents. All the three remaining positions are ortho to one methyl group, para to another methyl group. So the molecule is symmetrical. If you carry out the reaction with the correct proportion of the reagent, we should not use the excess of the reagent. So if you use the reagent in the ratio 1:1, then if it is treated with N-aryl pH N-methyl formamide in presence of POCl3, phosphorus oxychloride, this is your reagent that is applied in Wilsmeier-Hague reaction, then you get your trimethyl benzaldehyde, 2,4,6 trimethyl benzaldehyde, CH double bond O. So this molecule, synthesis of 1,3,5 trimethyl benzaldehyde requires 3 steps. One is Fuller-Crafts alkylation of aniline and treatment with sodium nitrite and HI deamination reaction, and further the reaction of Wilsmeier-Hague, that is formylation reaction. So the symmetrical trimethyl benzene is formulated to give you 1,3,5 trimethyl benzaldehyde. In this way, you can prepare the molecule, namely 1,3,5 trimethyl benzaldehyde. Now let us see the synthesis of a few more target molecules that is normally included in the MSc curriculum of any university, especially a topic connected with aromatic electrophilic substitution reactions and their mechanisms. See, the next molecule is 3-nitro-4-bromobenzoic acid. 3-nitro-4-bromobenzoic acid. Benzoic acid. First, let us write the structure. 3-nitro-4-bromobenzoic acid. Let us start with benzoic acid. So this is your benzoic acid. 3-nitro-4. So position number 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3. Here you have the nitro group and 4. Here you have the bromine. 3-nitro-4-bromobenzoic acid. How can we synthesize this molecule? We should start with benzene or any monosubstituted compound. Suppose if we start the synthesis with nitro group, the nitro group is deactivating. If you start the synthesis with the nitrobenzene is deactivating. So the reaction will be very slow. We have to apply rigorous reagents, namely nitric acid and sulfuric acid. Then only benzene will be nitrated. Or we can start the reaction from nitrobenzene. If nitrobenzene is the starting material, nitro group is deactivating. So if you carry out further substitution with aromatic electrophilic substitution, then you have the problem of orientation and reactivity. For the introduction of your carboxyl group, what can we do? One possibility is we can introduce a formyl group, and the formyl group can be oxidized to give you a carboxylic acid. But the difficulty is formylation takes place with the activated substituents only. Nitro group is deactivating. So the reaction will be very slow. If you want to formalize the meta position with reference to the nitro group. And the bromine you have in the ortho position of the nitro group. How can you do that? So, to overcome the difficulties with the presence of nitro group, we have to employ other method. The best way to synthesize this molecule is the nitrobenzene. If it is the starting material, then it has to be alkylated. Nitro group is deactivating, so if it is alkylated, then the alkyl group will enter in the beta position. You will get beta nitrotoluene. If the alkylation is carried out with methyl chloride and FeCl3. So metanitrotoluene, there is a possibility that the methyl group can be oxidized. We all have done this preparation of benzoic acid. In your UG class itself, you have done preparation of benzoic acid from toluene. The oxidizing reagent that is used by the students is potassium permanganate. So potassium permanganate is a powerful oxidizing agent. It will oxidize your methyl group of toluene to give you benzoic acid. So we can employ that reaction. So if we employ the alkylation of nitrobenzene, if it is alkylated with methyl chloride and Lewis acid catalyst, Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, then you get metanitrotoluene. So ortho meta, with respect to the methyl group, you have the nitro group in the meta position. So nitrobenzene is first converted to metanitrotoluene by Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. The methyl group can be oxidized. It can be converted into carboxylic acid group. Now you should think of the introduction of a bromine. See how bromine can be introduced. See, the bromine is in the ortho position and you have a complication. After introducing the methyl group is having its own influence. Methyl group is mildly activating. It is ortho or para directing. See, you must remember the rule. When we discussed about the orientation and reactivity with respect to the substituents, we saw that when a ortho-para directing group is meta to a meta-directing substituent, then the incoming group enters the ortho position of the meta-directing group. Rule number 3. In the previous class I have discussed. So please remember the rule number 3 of orientation and reactivity with respect to the substituents. See, the bromine will enter in the ortho position and this is called as your ortho effect. You may remember, I have explained what is meant by ipso attack. In ipso attack, the substituent bearing the carbon is attacked by the electrophile and we get various products. So if the substituent bearing carbon is attacked by the electrophile, the attack is called as ipso attack. And after that, we have discussed what is meant by ortho effect. So when you have a substituent which is ortho-para directant, and if you have another substituent which is meta-directing, and if they are in the meta relationship, deactivating group, the nitro group is in meta position with respect to the activating group, methyl group. In such a situation, which product will be obtained? So the predominant product that is obtained in such case is the ortho substituted compound. This is also a ortho position, this is also a ortho position, but this ortho position is not preferred because it is in between the substituents and the preferable ortho position is this one. So now, what I do is, I brominate the compound with the Friedel-Crafts halogenation reaction. See, NO2, so it is undergoing bromination, bromine FeBr3, bromination with Lewis acid. Now because of the ortho effect, see, the incoming bromine electrophile enters into the ortho position. Now if this is oxidized with potassium permanganate, then I get this molecule, namely NO2 COOH. The methyl group is oxidized. Now if we give the number, then it is your position number 1, benzoic acid, 2, 3, 4. So this is your 3 nitro, 4 bromo benzoic acid. 3 nitro, 4 bromo benzoic acid. So this reaction involves Friedel-Crafts alkylation and halogenation by using ortho effect. So the product is formed because of ortho effect which we discussed in the previous lecture. Now the product obtained by the ortho effect, that is ortho bromo nitro toluene. Bromine with respect to the ortho position nitro group. So this is your 3 nitro 4 bromo toluene. If it is oxidized, you get 3 nitro 4 bromo benzoic acid. So it is how you can synthesize this target molecule, namely 3 nitro 4 bromo benzoic acid. And we can synthesize a few more molecules also. That is 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. First, let us write the structure of this molecule, 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. Of course, it is a complicated synthesis. 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. So the base is basic compound is your phenol. You have the OH group here. 2 amino ortho position and 5 methyl, 2, 3, 4, 5 methyl. This is your 5 position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. How this molecule can be synthesized? So it involves several reactions. So what I do is, I start the reaction with the phenol. See, phenol group is highly activating and ortho-para-directing. So I don't use concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid mixture, nitratic mixture. I use a dilute. I carry out the nitration under mild conditions. We can employ nitroperchlorates also. Instead of using a dilute nitric acid and sulfuric acid, I can employ nitroperchlorates also. Perchlorates, they are anions found in nitroperchlorates. Upon dilution, you will get very weak perchloric acid. So the nitration will be very slow. You can employ that reagent also. So if nitration is carried out under mild conditions, then the ortho and para positions are substituted. I get ortho nitrophenol and para nitrophenol. What I do is, I separate orthonitrophenol and so this is your ortho product, orthonitrophenol. Nitro group is the electron withdrawing group. I separate this one. Now we have to carry out the reaction further. So what I do is, I want to suppress the reactivity of the OH group. OH group is highly activating, ortho-para-directing, and the nitro group is deactivating. Anyhow, the OH group is more powerful than nitro group. It will have its own orientation and reactivity. So what I do is, I carry out the esterification. The OH group is converted into a ester. See, phenol, nitrophenol, esterification, esterified with acetyl chloride, acetylation or acetylation, whatever may be, you get the ester. So, OCOCH3, NO2 group. Now, if this one is first reduced, see, if it is reduced with the tin and HCl, then I get OCOCH3, acetylated compound, NH2. Nitro group is converted to a amino group. Now, if I see, conversion of nitro group into amino group means amino group is highly activating. It is highly activating when compared to the ester group. Ester group is very weak. It is mildly activating. So naturally the amino group will dominate, and as a result, now if I further alkylate with the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, methyl chloride and Lewis acid catalyst, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, the para position will be substituted. So I will get the ortho. I may get the para isomer also. If I get the para isomer, then I will separate. See, para methyl substituted compound, para isomer. You may get the ortho isomer. In this position also, the alkyl group may be substituted. Anyhow, you have to separate once again. The para isomer has to be separated, and if you hydrolyze the para isomer, hydrolysis under alkaline condition, the other part will be unaffected. See, acid catalyzed hydrolysis or base catalyzed hydrolysis, whatever it may be, if you carry out base catalyzed hydrolysis, once again it should be treated with the HCl. So, or acid catalyzed hydrolysis means directly you will get this product. OH, NH2 and methyl group. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. So this is the synthesis. Of course, the synthesis involves separation of the compound, separation of the isomers. So how can we synthesize a 2 amino 5 methyl phenol? We start with phenol. Phenol is a activated aromatic compound having the OH group. The OH group is highly activating. If it is nitrated with the nitric acid and sulfuric acid concentrated, then all the nitro positions, all the ortho and para positions are substituted. You will get trinitrophenol, that is your picric acid. So you should carry out the nitration under mild condition. If you carry out the nitration under mild condition with the dilute acids or with nitroperchlorates, you will get orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol. The orthonitrophenol has to be separated. Now you should suppress the reactivity of the OH group. So one way of suppressing the reactivity of OH group is converting into a ester, acid chloride. Acid chloride is treated, acetyl chloride, CH3, acetylation. So the OH group is suppressed in terms of its reactivity by converting it into the acetyl ester. Now the nitro group can be reduced with tin and HCl. You get the amino ester of phenol. If it is further alkylated with the fluorokrafts, you may get 2 isomers. The para isomer has to be separated, and if it is hydrolyzed to remove the acetyl group, you will get 2 amino 5 methyl phenol. The target molecule can be synthesized in this way. Let us see a few more molecules that is included in your syllabus or that is very important according to the examination point of view. The next target molecule is your 3,4-dibromonitropenzene. 3,4-dibromonitropenzene. See, let me write the formulae. 3,4-dibromonitropenzene. What is the structure? This is your 3,4-dibromonitropenzene means nitro group is, nitro compound is the starting material. Maybe 3,4-dibromonitropenzene, position number 1, 2, 3. So here you have a bromine, 4th position, here you have a bromine. So this is the structure of the molecule, namely 3,4-dibromonitropenzene. Now we may have a doubt whether the starting material is nitrobenzene or bromobenzene. What will be the starting material? If you start with nitro group, then the compound is deactivated, the reaction will be very slow. So it is better to start with the activating group. We must start the reaction with bromobenzene or benzene, it can be brominated further. So benzene, if it is, we know the halogenation reaction, benzene, if it is halogenated, you get bromobenzene. If bromobenzene is nitrated, we all know that the bromine is an activating group. It is the last member. It is the having the lowest reactivity or lowest orienting ability among the activating substituents, starting from amines, tertiary amines, secondary amines, primary amines, phenols, so and so. So, if bromobenzene is nitrated, we have the para compound, para-nitrobromobenzen or para-bromo-nitrobenzene. Now this is, if this is brominated further with bromine and Lewis acid catalyst, then bromine is ortho-para-directing, mild, nitro group is meta-directing. So you may have a product either in this position or in this position. Bromine will be substituted in this position or in this position. Both are symmetrical, whatever it may be. The final product is this one. The molecule is symmetrical. So whatever may be the substitution, whether this ortho position or this position with respect to bromine, or this meta position or meta position with respect to nitro group, you will get the same product. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your 3, 4 dibromo nitrobenzene. 3, 4 dibromo nitrobenzene. And the last compound we have to discuss among the target molecules in aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction is your 1, 2, 3 trimethylbenzene. Let me write the structure of this molecule. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should give the number in this way. So this is your 1, 2, 3 trimethylbenzene. How can we synthesize this target molecule? Lot of exercise connected with this target molecule synthesis is given in SAM series. You can find such books in the library. It is only to prepare the students fit for the competitive examinations like NET/SLET examinations or any examination in any competitive examination connected with chemistry. So this reaction is discussed in SAM series book. How can you synthesize this 1, 2, 3 trimethylbenzene? See, we know that the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction that is employed for the alkylation of aromatic compounds. But here the target molecule is your 1, 2, 3 trimethylbenzene. Para position is not substituted. In the para position is free. How can you substitute the methyl group in the ortho positions only? So how this can be done? It can be done by blocking the para position with respect to the methyl group in toluene. So we should start the reaction with the toluene. Toluene itself is having a methyl group. The methyl group is ortho or para directing. So either this position or this position will be substituted. You will get a mixture of product. If it is further methylated, then you cannot avoid the para product formation. So how can you think of a synthesis of 1,2,3 trimethylbenzene. So here only the reversibility of Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction is used. See, if the para position is methylated, then you will get para-xylene. Toluene will be converted into 1,4-dimethylbenzene. 1,4-dimethylbenzene is called as para-xylene. You should avoid the formation of para-xylene and you should get orthoxylene only. If it is further methylated, you will get 1,2,3 trimethylbenzene. How it is possible? So if you put one more methyl group, the orientation reactivity becomes highly complicated. The molecule is further activated with the increase in the number of methyl group. That is why we are able to convert trimethylbenzene into trimethylbenzaldehyde by applying Wills-Meyer-Haake reaction. So how is it possible? See, this is possible by employing the Friedel-Crafts reversibility reaction. See, we have a reagent or a molecule. The reagent that is employed is your Friedel-Crafts reaction. Before that, we have to employ or you have to protect the para position. For that also we are employing the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. See, this is your isobutene. Name of this molecule is isobutene. We all know N-butane. N-butane has 4 carbons. So C4H14. That is your H12, C4H12. That is your N-butene. So this is your isomer. C4H10, 2N plus 1 formally. So C4H10 is your N-butene. This is your isomer. Isobutene. When this isobutene is treated with hydrofluoric acid, HF, hydrofluoric acid itself is a powerful acid. So, hydrofluoric acid, if it is treated, then the hydrofluoric acid adds over this molecule. See, H3C, CH2 plus F minus. This is obtained. CH2, the this carbon bears the positive charge. This is possible, and another one is H3C, CH3. So this is your isobutyl cation and this is your tertiary butyl cation, F minus, tertiary butyl cation. If you compare, there are two possibilities. If you compare the stability, then the tertiary butyl cation is more stable. And this one can act as a electrophile. So, if you produce a tertiary butyl cation and if electrophilic substitution is carried out over toluene, then what happens? Let us see. Toluene, if it is treated with isobutene, CH3 twice, C double bond CH2 hydrofluoric acid, then the product obtained is this one. CH3 thrice. You have 3 methyl groups. So electrophilic substitution takes place in the para position. Tertiary butyl group is a bulky group. It is a bulky alkyl group. So steric effect operates as a result. These two ortho positions will not be substituted. You have a methyl group. Tertiary butyl group is a bulky group. So you will get the para tertiary butyl toluene as the product. Now, you separate this compound, para tertiary butyl group, and if it is alkylated further, CH3Cl, Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction, then the methyl groups will enter into these two ortho positions only. These two ortho positions will not be preferred. Tertiary butyl group is also a alkyl group. It is also ortho-para directing. But it is offering the bulky substituent effect. So it is offering the steric effect. It is a bulky substituent. So because of these two ortho positions will not be preferred, and these two ortho positions will be preferred, and you will have para tertiary butyl orthodimethyl toluene. Para, this is your para position, ortho position, ortho position. So para tertiary butyl orthodimethyl toluene. Or if you give the number 1, 2, 3 trimethyl 4, 5 tertiary butyl benzene. Now what I do is, here comes the reversibility of Friedel-Crafts reaction. If this molecule is treated with hydrofluoric acid, then the tertiary butyl group is removed. To give you 1, 2, 3 trimethyl benzene, you will get back your isobutene and you will get back your isobutene. So this is called as the reversibility of Friedel-Crafts reaction. The tertiary butyl group, which is alkylated, can be removed by further treatment with hydrofluoric acid. So H plus hydrofluoric acid supplies the electrophile H plus F minus. It is a highly ionic compound. So H plus will replace the tertiary butyl group, and you will have tertiary butene. Sorry, it is isobutene. You will have isobutene. So it is how the target molecule, namely 1, 2, 3 trimethyl benzene, can be synthesized using aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction. So 1 year before, I have published a short lecture in the YouTube also, a video lecture. Students can refer that video lecture also, that is available in the YouTube. So 1 year before, I published a short video lecture on the synthesis of various target molecules. So with this, I conclude, if you come across any target molecule, that is through various question papers connected with the competitive examinations, and if you have any difficulty, you can contact, you can come with the molecules. Let us try to synthesize the molecules. So in this class, we have discussed about the synthesis of some target molecules. First, we started our reaction, started our synthesis with the 3-nitro-4-bromo-benzoic acid. How this molecule can be synthesized. 3-nitro-4-bromo-benzoic acid can be synthesized from nitrobenzene. Nitrobenzene is subjected to Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction to give you meta-nitrotoluene. See, meta-nitrotoluene, if it is halogenated, you get the product, namely brominated compound, due to ortho effect. If it is oxidized, you will get 3-nitro-4-bromo-benzoic acid. How can we synthesize 2-amino-5-methylphenol? 2-amino-5-methylphenol can be synthesized from phenol. Nitration under mild condition gives you orthonitrophenol. Paranitrophenol is also obtained. Separate it. If you esterify, then the OH group is protected. The OH group reactivity is suppressed. If it is reduced with the tin and HCl, you get amino-acetylated phenol. If it is halogenated with methyl chloride and alkylated, you get the para-isomer. The amino group is dominating in its reactivity, so you get the para-isomer. Now, if it is hydrolyzed, to remove the acetyl group, aceto group, you get the 2-amino-5-methylphenol. So, it is how 2-amino-5-methylphenol can be synthesized. And another compound is 3,4-dibromonitrobenzene. How it can be synthesized? Take the starting material bromobenzene. It is nitrated. You make it a mixture of products. Separate the para-nitro-bromobenzene. If it is brominated, then the ortho position of bromine and meta position with respect to nitro group is brominated. You will get 3,4-dibromonitrobenzene. And coming to the synthesis of 1,2,3-trimethylbenzene, I have published a video lecture, and also this reaction is discussed in SAM series book that is available in any college library. 1,2,3-trimethylbenzene can be synthesized from toluene by employing the reversibility of Friedel-Crafts reaction. See, isobutene, when it is treated with hydrofluoric acid, you have this tertiary butyl cation. See, tertiary butyl cation, this is your isopropyl methyl cation. But when compared to this one is the most stable. Cation stability is more. So, this will be a stable electrophile. So, tertiary butyl cation, if it attacks the methyl group, is offering ortho-para-directing effect, but the ortho positions will not be substituted because of the bulkiness of the incoming group. So, you get the para position exclusively substituted. So, the para position is exclusively substituted. You get para-tertiary butyl toluene. Now, if it is alkylated, you get the trimethyl compound, which has the para substituent also, that can be removed by the reversibility of Friedel-Crafts reaction. If the mixture is treated with hydrofluoric acid, you will get the trimethylbenzene without the tertiary butyl group in the para position. That group is thrown away by hydrofluoric acid. So, it is the best method for the synthesis of 1,2,3-trimethylbenzene, and we have the first reaction, namely symmetrical trimethylbenzene. I told you how it can be synthesized. Aniline is taken, amino group is highly activating. So, if it is brominated, all the ortho and para positions are brominated, you get a tribromoaniline. If it is nitrate, so if it is subjected to undergo deamination reaction, that is treatment with the sodium nitrite and hydrochloric acid, followed by treatment with the hydroiodic acid, will remove the amino group. You will get 1,3,5-tribromobenzene. And the synthesis of trimethylbenzaldehyde, the same sequence of reaction is applied. Aniline is alkylated. You get the trimethyl-aniline. When it is treated with sodium nitrate and hydroiodic acid, the amino group is deaminated. You get 1,3,5-trimethylbenzene. Formulation with the Willsmeier-Haake reaction. See, in Willsmeier-Haake reaction, the reagent that is employed is N-phenyl N-methylformamide. N-phenyl N-methylformamide. So, When N-phenyl N-methyl formamide in combination with phosphorus oxytrichloride is treated with the aromatic compound, any one of the ortho position is formulated to give you trimethyl benzaldehyde. So this is about the synthesis of target molecules. And if you have any challenging task in the synthesis of some di or tri-substituted or polysubstituted benzene molecules, if you come across any questions, you are most welcome. We can discuss the synthesis of such molecules. Thank you.